What's up, guys? Coach Brad back at you with part 3 of my top 7 Physio Ball exercises. These are the hardest ones I could come up with. They are very, very challenging, and we're just going to walk through one at a time. First one is called thread the needle. This is done from high plank or push-up position. Both shins start on the ball. One knee is going to tuck under. You're going to turn your hips slightly, reach all the way out, and extend the tucked leg back. It's going to look like this. Okay, get steady. Bring it off, tuck it under. Turn, reach back. Hold the ball steady with your other leg, and then place it back. Other side. It would really benefit you to go as slow as possible with this one, because that ball held steady by one leg just wants to squirm all over the place. Okay, that's what 2 would look like on alternating sides. Next one, single leg wall squat. Ball in the small of the back, as usual when we're standing. All right. And I think if you bias the ball slightly to one side, it may help you. Now, what I'm doing is I'm tucking one leg under me, because if I try to keep it out here, my weight inevitably shifts forward. What that does is it forces this knee to come forward past my toe, which is really painful, at least for me. I think for most people it is, because the knee, unfortunately, is stuck between the hip and ankle. It's got nowhere else to go but forward. And it can only go so far, and you've got all this vertical compression on the joint. Trust me, it's not the greatest thing. So by pulling one leg back under, it almost looks like I'm going into a lunge, but it allows me to bring my hips back, which in this case keeps my knee from going too far forward. Okay, nice and slow. And I'm trying not to touch, I didn't touch my back foot down there. I'm keeping my hamstring contracted, so I'm keeping that foot really high. Okay, so try a few on the left and a few on the right. Next up, supine, hand versus opposite knee. Supine means we're on our back. Okay, and what I'm going to do is, the movement is such that I want to bring this arm down and my knee, opposite knee, up, so that they meet in the middle and they drive against each other and hold. The only difference is the ball is going to be in the center point, getting squished from both sides. Okay? And you could, if it's more comfortable for you, you can bend the other knee, keep that foot flat if you want, or you can put it out. Totally up to you. I like to have it bent. All right, and what I'm going to do is exhale, relax my head on the ground, press both sides of the ball in, and exhale for 3 seconds. Okay, do your prescribed number of reps. I'm going to just use 10 reps, and that's only a recommendation. It is not essential that you always do 10. You could do less, you could do more, because we're really focused on the technique of the movement and going slow, and in a lot of cases keeping sustained tension, time under tension on the muscles involved. Okay, so that was left knee and right hand, and then of course you would switch sides and try the other side. Okay, so 3-second holds. Next up, my final progression on the plank, stirs. First we did stirs, then we did triangles. Now we're going to do the hardest one that I know, the alphabet. Your job is to get from A to Z in one continuous attempt. Watch out for letters K and X. They're a real pain. But this is the choppiest one because all the letters are shaped differently. And you're probably going to want to take a break sometime in the middle, and that's fine. So it's just once through the entire alphabet. And by the way, we're making all the letters about no bigger than that space. Okay, and we're drawing really with our elbows. Okay, so you have to kind of visualize that a little bit. And the size, I said the size, small space. Oh, sometimes people ask me, is this a font? Is this cursive? Just do it as block capital letters. Okay, capital A, capital B, capital C, right? So on and so forth. So let me try one whole time through the alphabet. Okay, wider feet gives you greater stability in your plank, and it's obviously a forearm or elbow plank. B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y. Could not make Z. Whew, I needed a break. Almost made it though. All right, let's go back and finish anyway. Z. Oh my God. Okay, this is tough. Again, low back problems. You might not make it through the whole alphabet. You might not want to try this one and go back to triangles or stirs. By the way, I just want to mention one of the things I like about stirs, triangles, and alphabets on the ball is you're not worried about how long it took you to do it. When you hold a plank, right, you have a lot of muscles contracted if you're doing it correctly, but you're just about time. How long have I been doing this? How long can I hold still and not move? That's all well and good, but I find it more challenging and a little more distracting in a positive way. Give yourself something that you can count, something that is repetition based. Okay, I got to get through all, 26 letters in the English alphabet? 26 letters in a row without stopping. Notice I try to do the letters slowly. I'm not like A, B, C. The faster you do it, the harder it is. You'll probably fall off the ball. Don't test me on that. Okay, that is 4. We have 3 left. Okay, this is sort of a combo one. It is a combo. Decline push-up with the shins on the ball and a knee tuck. We're just going to go A, B, A, B. Okay? So, here we go. Decline push-up first, knee tuck second. Try to get those knees up as close to your chest as you can. Okay, and then always step off one leg at a time. If you've ever worked with a TRX or a suspension trainer, that combo we just did is called an atomic push-up. Someone nicknamed it that. So push-up followed by a knee tuck. Because on a TRX you can do that, just so you know, you can do that with your feet in the stirrups slightly elevated off the floor. Okay, moving on. Quadruped mini rollout. Okay, this is comparable to rolling out with an ab wheel that has a single wheel with a handle on each side. I'm calling it a mini rollout because in order to keep a stable quadruped position, you don't have a lot of room for your arms to go out and away from you. And it gets harder the further the ball goes out. So we are here, forearms on the ball, up on the toes, back in neutral spine position. rolling my elbows away from me. I can only go about 4 inches. And then back in under me. And just like most of these exercises, slow and controlled is what will make this challenging. You don't need speed. You don't need to add any weight. You don't even have to do a lot of repetitions. 5 to 10 should be challenging. Okay, last but not least, seated balance. Okay, full disclosure, I've never actually tried this in 8 years of being a trainer. For all I know, various levels of air pressure in the ball could make this harder or easier. We'll see. I'll try to turn sideways a little bit. So first I start by lifting one foot, and I would suggest doing this next to a wall. All right, so you can correct a little bit. All right, see if you can stay up for 10 to 15 seconds. Obviously, arms out for balance, but both feet, the goal is both feet off the ground. Like I said, super hard. Okay, it's getting away from me. Okay, I actually like that one. That was much harder than I thought it would be. First time ever doing that on camera. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you like these challenges. Let me know in the comments below what you thought and how you did with them. And if you know any other progressions, feel free to share, all right? Pay it forward. Good luck, guys.